Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Last Night I Watched. I'm Roman, and I'm here today with Ian and Carlos, and we're going to be talking about the 1997 movie Double Team with Dennis Rodman, Jean-Claude Van Damme, and Mickey Rourke. Let's jump in.
Jean-Claude Van Damme, Dennis Rodman. This spring, they don't play by the rules.
Sorry.
Double Team.
Who does your hair? Siegfried or Roy?
No hard jokes today, okay?
So yeah, Double Team. Jean-Claude Van Damme, Mickey Rourke, and Dennis Rodman. We watched the trailer for this beforehand, and they really seem to feature a lot of Dennis Rodman in the trailer, but they kind of give you all the scenes that he's in the movie. He doesn't really come in until halfway through or anything like that. It's kind of more of it is more of a Jean-Claude Van Damme film. But maybe that's a good thing, because when I was watching this, Dennis Rodman might be one of the weak links in terms of the acting.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a fun watch, though. I mean, maybe not in the right ways, but it was fun. Carlos, what did you think of it?
Well, I was trying to figure out how to summarize this film, and I think I texted you guys after I watched it. Towards the climax of the film, he finds his wife after looking the whole time, and the first thing he says to her is, what's going on? And I just had the same sentiment. I was like, what did I just watch? This movie does not stop either. It's action-packed all the way through. We're going one scene to the next. Let's throw some more bombs into babies' cribs.
Right.
Let's keep this thing going, guys.
What was with the opening? He gets that vehicle and he's just driving it through like everything.
Yeah,
like,
he's like stealing plutonium for the spies or whatever organization he worked for.
I
think
guess.
he was in like France or something.
Okay. He's like a counter-terrorist or something? Is that what he does?
I thought he was like an assassin or something. I don't know.
I mean, is assassination like a duty of a counter-terrorist?
Yeah, it's probably part of, you could put that on your resume.
He's a CIA agent?
Yeah.
See,
Okay.
I didn't get CIA.
I didn't really either.
Yeah. Was it supposed to... The CIA is American, right?
Yeah.
I mean, they weren't even in the U.S. in this whole movie. Were they?
I didn't get the impression that they were in the United States.
It was in like France and then Rome. And
where was Dennis Rodman?
Antwerp, which is in Belgium, right?
Antwerp? Oh, wow.
Okay.
Belgium. I don't Netherlands, one of those.
Damn.
Yeah, he had his little peep show club and all that stuff.
You remember like Van Damme's walking around and he comes across like a chick in like a tank of water, and she's got like scuba equipment on or something.
Yeah, she's at the club.
Yeah, there was a bar downtown where they would have mermaids in the tank.
Did you guys ever go there?
Dive bar. Yeah.
Shout out Sacramento,
yeah,
California.
I don't think it's there anymore, unfortunately.
Oh, really?
I don't think it survived the pandemic.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Not a lot of work for mermaids these days.
No, yeah, it's a bummer.
Well, I watched this movie and I was like, wait, why did you pick this one? Good
question.
I'm pretty glad you... Well, you say what you're going to say.
Well, for me, I wasn't able to make... we also did the Black Phone this week, and I wasn't able to make it in theaters, so I still thought maybe we could watch something, easy, a light watch. So I picked this one because it was an hour and a half. It's on Netflix. Everybody has Netflix. It's just... easily accessible, and I've always wanted to see it because I knew it existed. I've seen some Jean-Claude Van Damme, and I like him. And then, I'm a big basketball fan, so I'm like, Dennis Rodman in a movie, I gotta see it.
Yeah.
And I saw it.
I've never heard of this film. I've never seen anything about it.
I think I watched the trailer years ago on Netflix or something. So it was kind of just at a whim, the pick. I'm like, yeah, fuck it, Double Team, why not?
Yeah.
And we had talked about this. We've been watching so many like good, critically acclaimed movies lately. It's kind of like it's kind of fun to just watch a no-brain action movie. I mean, it is kind of no-brain, don't you think? The story is
sure.
Yeah, the story is so confusing.
Yeah.
Ian, I don't know if we heard. What did you think of it?
I had a fun time with it. Yeah, I like you. I've always kind of heard about it. It's like just the movie that Van Damme did with Dennis Rodman. And I'd never seen it either, and like you said, it was very easily accessible on Netflix. And yeah, man, I'm glad you chose it because it was quite a fun time. I mean, I like Van Damme too. I've seen a fairly decent amount of his movies. He's always been to me. It's like you got Schwarzenegger and Stallone.
Mm-hmm.
Those are the top tier, and then after that you get into like Seagal and Van Damme and Dolph Lundgren and
Yeah.
you know, like that kind of tier. But I out of all of them, Van Damme's probably my favorite of the lower tier guys.
That's what I was gonna say. I might even put him like a little bit higher.
Yeah.
Not up there with Schwarzenegger, but
Yeah.
you know, he did seem like he was a big part of the '90s and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, he had a shit ton of movies come out in the '90s. He's a fairly decent box office draw for the most part.
I also think he might be more international too, which is probably why they put this movie over in Europe. You know? And it's a Chinese director, I think.
Yeah.
Tsui Hark. I don't even know how to say his name, but
Yeah, I don't know either.
yeah. So it's very international, and I could see that from Jean-Claude Van Damme. You know,
Right.
handsome guy, can do the splits.
Yeah.
You know, speaks English with his like accent.
Yeah, I forget how his career started out. I can't remember if he was a bodybuilder or he might have been a martial artist.
Oh yeah.
Martial artist.
It's kind of a serendipitous timing too, because right now on Netflix, one of the big movies is that movie Hustle with Adam Sandler.
I watched probably like maybe half of that.
Yeah.
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 Did you watch it?
I finished it. I also watched it in 2 halves, but
Okay.
yeah, it's kind of funny because it's got his name's Juancho Hernan Gomez. He's a player right now, and
Is he the main character?
he's the main character,
Yeah, okay.
alongside Adam Sandler. So
Yeah.
you know, it's kind of funny that like right now on Netflix, there's also this big movie with the basketball.
Right. Yeah.
I don't want to say star though, because Rodman was a star. at
That's
the
what we
time.
were talking about. Like this was probably the peak of Dennis Rodman's popularity, right?
Yeah,
Right-
this is
right
when
here.
he's going to WrestleMania or whatever
Yes.
it was.
Yeah, or WCW.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
you know, he's in the news. He's got all his antics.
Married
you know?
Carmen Electra and
Yeah,
dressed
right.
up. He wrote a book, and like at the book press tour, he like wore a wedding dress and all this stuff.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
Flamboyant guy.
Yeah,
as
he
it
was.
says in the description of the movie, a flamboyant arms dealer or whatever.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he definitely was flamboyant. He was good for this role, or well, he was probably picked for this role because of his popularity. Whereas
Yeah.
the new one with Hernan Gomez, you know, I think they just kind of maybe got an NBA guy that could kind of act.
Yeah.
Because when you look at the two movies side by side, like it makes Hernan Gomez look like an Oscar winner or something.
Yeah.
You know, Dennis
Yeah.
Rodman. And of course, Adam Sandler's good in that one as well.
I think it's just, you know, Dennis Rodman was such a personality.
Yeah.
You know, he was just such a zany guy.
That's how I feel about him in this movie. Like he just gets along by just being Dennis Rodman.
Yeah.
He says
Yeah.
he has a ton of one-liners that relate to basketball. You know,
Yeah.
I don't miss twice. Oh, I
Yeah.
hate practice.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
it's just so silly. It's so silly.
Yeah.
It works for me though. I mean,
Yeah.
you know, I'm not gonna say
I
it
don't
was
go
great,
in.
but
It's like it's fucking Jean-Claude Van Damme and Dennis fucking Rodman. It's
Exactly.
like, what do you? You gotta go into this, you know, with the right expectations, in my honest opinion.
yeah. And I did. I mean, I watched it completely sober. I felt drunk watching it.
Yeah.
I was like, what
Yeah.
is this? Yeah.
I liked Mickey Rourke in it too.
I didn't know he was in this. Yeah, that was a surprise.
Yeah, he was a pretty good bad guy.
Did you guys find the dubbing in the dial like weird? Like it didn't really fit a lot of the time. Like it really didn't fit.
It was awful.
Yeah, 1000%.
Like the one guy that Mickey Rourke blows up in the car in the beginning. Like I was just like, what is with this guy's voice?
Yeah, it sounded like a completely different person.
Yes,
Probably
yeah.
overdubbed him.
And I don't know why they did that. I don't know if like I don't know. I don't know if they just had to or what. No idea. But yeah, I was like, damn, that's really odd.
Yeah. No, the dubbing throughout the whole thing was terrible.
Yeah.
Just terrible. Even the tiger at the end, it was like so over the top. The like,
Yeah.
but the tiger is just kind of like meow, meow, running along. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dubbing was not a strong suit for this movie.
Yeah.
But I mean, you know, it's like you said, Ian. You got to have the right expectations going in, and I did. I knew I was in for a good time, and it was the when they jump out of the airplane and it turns into a basketball, the parachute thing.
Oh god.
That
yeah.
was incredible.
I had to pause it. I was laughing too hard. I'm like, okay, hold on.
I like even though one of you was, it might have been you, Carlos, were pointing out kind of silly things about it, but the like it's like at a carnival or something.
Mm-hmm.
That action scene I thought was pretty cool. It's like a chase that goes into a hospital, and him and Mickey Rourke kind of have a little bit of a fight in there. I thought that was actually a pretty good sequence.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was really fun.
Yeah.
I agree. No, the hospital scene was another funny moment when he wheels in the baby carriage with the grenade in it.
Yeah.
And he throws the grenade, and the grenades in this movie, man. The one he throws in the pool at his house, like it makes a nuclear mushroom cloud. And then the other ones, just sometimes they don't do anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
a lot of those explosions, it looked like he shouldn't have survived.
Definitely.
Yeah.
There was one when he got set up and he opens the crib and there's a bomb baby inside.
Oh,
And
right.
you can like see the fire even like engulf him, but somehow he escapes. And
Those fires were
Jumps
bad.
out.
Yeah.
Bad CGI or whatever. But yeah, he should have died many times, including the Coca-Cola scene at the end.
Oh man, yeah. That. What are they putting in those Coca-Cola machines that withstand that kind of explosion?
Whatever's in the Indiana
Like-
Jones refrigerator.
Yes. Yeah. My God.
Yeah. No, that was a mess.
Oh yeah.
But the carnival scene, I did think it was fun. A lot of broken glass. Took me back to Friday the 13th Part 4.
yeah,
Just broken glass all the time. Every
Yeah.
scene
That's
for the
true.
first half of the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the thing I did like about this movie. Like genuinely thought was pretty good with some of the action scenes. Like the sequence with when he randomly goes into like that hotel room and there's some like Chinese guy sitting there and then he fights him and he has the knife between his toes. He takes off his shoes, kicks him in his head, George Bush style. Yeah, the knife on the toe, like that to me felt really like was playing to the director's strengths, you know. Like I like that they brought that into the movie, like
Yeah.
sort of like that Chinese action movie style, a little over the top. You know, using whatever it is you have at your disposal. He does that too when he's trapped in the facility or whatever they call it with all the other assassins.
Yeah, it
he's
almost-
working out with like bed sheets.
Almost reminded me of like a rehabilitation clinic for like counter terrorists or
Yeah,
something.
but they're supposed to live there. It's like jail.
Yeah, like an Alcoholics Anonymous, like you know those rehab places.
Yeah, right.
Like those kind of rehab places.
A retreat, like a
Yes,
an NA
yes.
retreat. or
There
something.
you go. Yeah.
Yeah, it kind of was that with lasers in the water. I was ready for like a shark to swim by with a laser on its head, like Austin Powers.
For real.
man.
Sharks with freaking lasers.
They couldn't get them, so they got sea bass instead.
Can I just say real quick too that it just reminded me of that scene where he's underwater escaping and the guy comes up and tries to put a bag over his head. Like, what are you doing? He's underwater. He
right.
can't
I
breathe.
thought of that too. I'm like, well, wait a minute. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's not
he's
gonna do much.
suffocating him,
Yeah.
like- Yeah.
Yeah.
There's just stuff like that that's just over the top ridiculous. In
Is
this
that the
movie.
same guy that gets like blown up by the lasers?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was odd too.
They say that he's like, if the lasers see you, you blow up. But
And it's just
I'm
like
pretty sure that's not how
it
that
was
works.
just not what I was expecting. I guess I was expecting it to be a little more violent or
Like
gory.
slice him maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it was
Yeah.
just like it was just an explosion. I was like, oh, okay,
A ton of explosions in this movie.
yeah.
You want it like Resident Evil style when they get cut up in that hallway by the lasers?
Oh,
I don't
yeah.
think I've seen that.
Oh, you
Like chopped
I
into
haven't
little
seen the
squares.
movies. Oh, maybe I've seen like clip of that. Maybe.
yeah.
That would have been fun, but instead they just exploded him.
Yeah.
I think that was the guy that comes out of the pool and like punches him when he first gets there.
Oh, okay.
That might have been him.
Oh
Okay.
yeah, that
Yeah.
yeah. Okay.
There's just a lot of characters that pop up and then disappear.
yeah.
There's just so much inconsistency, it seems like, you know, and
Especially with Dennis Rodman.
yeah, definitely his hair changes from scene to scene.
Yeah.
Even his costumes are constantly changing. His
Yeah.
hair is constantly changing.
He's wearing some wacky sunglasses.
I wonder
in
if it's
this.
like the Big Lebowski where they just pulled from Jeff Bridges' closet.
This is just what Dennis Rodman
Yeah.
was wearing that day.
Yeah,
He wears a suit for a little bit.
he does. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you remember when they're in Italy and he like has that orange thing and it's above his head? Like it looks like one of those green suits that people wear.
And
It's
then
a sports.
Van Damme's like, you look like a carrot or
Yeah.
something. Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at your wardrobe, man. You look like a carrot or something like
I think
that.
he's a
yeah.
carrot.
I
Yeah.
think that's the same part where they steal the really small car.
Yeah, and his
Dennis
head's-
Rodman's
Yeah,
head.
he's like Flintstones or something. Or
Yeah.
oh man,
That's the thing. I kept kind of like
Ugh.
waffling back and forth when I'm watching it. Like, do I like it or do I not like it? Like, sometimes I'm like, man, this is a snooze fest, and other times I'm like, this is pretty funny. And
Yeah.
like, other times, you know, I respected them for at least trying to do certain things. You know, the Mickey Rourke action sequence in the beginning, the hospital and the carnival, all that stuff was like pretty good. I kind of thought the stuff at the facility was slow. You know, like he
Yeah.
was there for a little too long. I felt.
yeah. Although
Training.
I thought it was cool the cigarette with the holding the breath under
Yeah, the timer.
under the water. I thought that was a neat little thing. I liked when he cut his thumbprint off.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. that was
One
gory.
thing I liked about this movie, it gave me a lot of James Bond feels.
Yeah.
The-
And I like James Bond a lot. And yeah, because that was totally like the thumbprint on that and like Mission Impossible. I think they kind of do that in a lot of the Mission Impossibles as well.
Yeah.
I like that. I thought that was fun. Give
Did you
it
like-
espionage.
Did you like what they were actually doing there at the colony? They were like assessing world events live and then giving their advice.
Oh, that was interesting. Yeah, I
Yeah.
forgot about that actually.
Yeah, it was kind of a nice, like a cool thing for a retired terror or counter-terrorist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was-
CIA
were they like
agents.
getting their like opinion, or like was
Yeah.
that what they were doing?
I
Kinda?
think so.
Okay.
Yeah, they were like, call the president, let him know, stuff like that.
Yeah, that was interesting.
They help out Van Damme at the end.
Yeah.
Except, but then they don't. Goldthwait, I think his name is, right?
Goldsmith.
Smith. Yeah.
Smith.
I'm thinking of Bobcat Goldthwait. Goldsmith, he like shows up to take Van Damme back after they defeat Mickey Rourke Stavros.
Because I think earlier in the film, Goldsmith explains that everybody has somebody who watches each
yeah,
other.
and
but
he
you
was
don't know
he
who it
must have
is.
been Van Damme.
That's what I was thinking.
But then like it seemed like they were fine letting him go. But
I know that was weird. Yeah,
Yeah.
he's like, "Sorry, you got to give me your clothes and piece of your hair."
Dennis Rodman,
a
like
souvenir.
he performs a magician trick, and like a
with his
you know,
lucky coin.
the drop, the smoke bomb.
I thought he left that lucky coin in the mine that he disarmed. You know, like when he stood on the mine.
Huh.
That whole mine thing was kind of ridiculous too. You know, like very inconsistent. But I mean, hey, it got you Mickey Rourke getting charged by a tiger, and then they blow up.
Yeah.
So
Dennis Rodman riding around on a dirt bike or whatever it was.
yeah,
That was kind
I
of
actually
fun.
did like when Dennis Rodman steps on the mine and they like jump over him while they're fighting. You know, that was
Yeah.
kind of funny.
Yeah.
Like he's there in the middle of the field, and they're like, "Don't lift your leg." But I was gonna say another thing that Dennis Rodman does that I really liked. He's fighting that guy who's trying to shoot him like over the taxi or whatever, and then he just leans over the car and grabs him and then throws him over into a bus window or something like that that's
Okay.
passing by.
That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
That was ridiculous. Like I was like, you know, imagine the strength you'd need. But Dennis Rodman's 6'7" or whatever he is. You
He's
know,
huge
Yeah.
in that scene.
Yep.
yeah. Why not use him? You know, like,
Yeah.
Do you remember the scene where they're like in the I don't know what you would call it, not a park, but they're in sort of like they're by a water fountain or something, and like it's Jean-Claude Van Damme's in this disguise. He looks like Robert Smith from The Cure.
yeah.
Was
with
that like his
glasses.
goth look?
I guess. Yeah.
He was hanging out with all the goth kids.
Yeah.
The South
Sup,
Park
guys? Do you guys like listening to the Jesus and Mary chain? You guys like The Cure?
It shows his like wife in the car, and he's like sees her, and he's like
Yeah.
yelling at her, and you think that they're like right next to each other, but it shows another scene, and there's like hundreds of people in between
Yeah,
them. It's
right,
like,
yeah.
How did he even spot her?
Doesn't Mickey Rourke intercept him?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He spots everything, man. He's got like that eagle eye.
Yeah.
Stavros is a lefty.
Yeah.
Which you know, why couldn't he use his right hand to do something? You know, hey, whatever.
That's hilarious.
Whatever you say, Van Damme. Yeah, he does have the eagle eye. Spots his wife. That whole side plot was weird too. The kidnapping of the wife, like
Yeah.
it just kind of felt swept under the rug. And then like once it did pop up, it was resolved so quickly. He just found the wife and fought him at the Coliseum for his baby or whatever. Which Dennis Rodman just puts down in the corner while there's like a tiger running around.
Yeah.
I was like,
Yeah.
About the tiger, there's a scene where they knock out a bridge right as the tiger's gonna pounce on him, and it's a long shot down looking up, and you can see the tiger like falling.
Right,
I was
yeah.
like, oh no, is that animal cruelty?
Maybe,
what I
maybe
thought.
they had some kind of pad like that for stuntmen below.
I guess
Yeah, because I
cats,
thought about
water.
that too.
cats
Maybe it
land
fell
on
into
their
the pool.
feet. I
Yeah.
guess.
Yeah, yeah.
That's what I thought when I saw it still alive later, because I thought it was dead.
Yeah.
And then he runs out again.
Yep.
I'm like, man, a cat always lands on its feet.
Oh, that's right.
Even tigers have 9 lives.
Oh, that's right.
And then they blew it up with Mickey Rourke.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. That was just, I guess it was an explosive finale. It's kind of fitting, you know?
Yeah.
The whole movie is just explosions.
Yeah. Yeah.
They it seemed like a mix of CGI explosions and real explosions.
Right. Yeah.
I did like that.
Like to make them bigger, the CGI, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Do
You
you-
can totally tell, though.
Yeah. Do you speaking of CGI? Do you remember the scene where he's on the plane, like holding on the cargo that's like the hangar's open,
Mhm.
and he's actually on it,
When
or
he
the stunt
got
double?
lifted up
Yes.
in the water.
That was really cool because the Uncharted movie came out this year, and I saw the trailer for it, and Tom Holland is hopping from like baggage to baggage on
Right.
the cargo, and it just looked, it was CGI. It just looked horrible.
Oh,
And then I'm like, in this, I'm like, that actually looks really badass because it was actually someone doing that.
yeah.
Yeah.
that's really cool.
Really holding on.
Yeah.
Got flipped over at one point, too. and-
Yeah, yeah. And he's
That
like,
was-
"Do you have a parachute?" Yes, and he kicks him out.
Yeah, that's nice. At least
Yeah,
he cares.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, good guy Van Damme.
Yeah, redeemable main character.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, but I liked all the gadgets that Yaz Dennis Rodman had. You know,
Forgot his name is Yaz.
Yeah.
Yaz.
Oh, don't you guys remember he's a monk? They were like,
Oh,
brother, Yaz.
Jesus Christ.
Cyber monks.
I forgot about that. Oh, man.
Me too. I just remembered it. I had to blurt it out.
That's so funny.
He was like hooking them up with a mainframe or something.
Yeah.
Something.
And they're using the internet.
When they meet the first monk, I was like, wait, is this Viggo Mortensen from Crimes of the Future?
He looked like the Emperor to me.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's so funny.
Yeah, they I need a movie about the cyber monks.
Yeah.
Maybe it did come out in 1998 or something.
Yeah. Too bad they didn't get Dennis Rodman. He's too busy wrestling with Hulk Hogan.
Brother Yaz. Yeah, he had all those inventions, you know, the earring bomb, his lucky smoke coin or whatever.
I did like that scene. He's like, wait, did you just pull the pin on that?
Yeah.
And then he takes the grenade
Yeah.
and tosses it.
Yeah.
Casually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
His like whole business blows up. Super
He doesn't
casual
even care.
about it. Yeah.
Nobody cared with him.
Yeah, who cares?
Very chic. Yeah. He shoots off the lock. Dennis Rodman's like, well, all right.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, he's like, I'm closed. He shoots the lock.
Yeah. You're open now.
Yeah.
Yeah, the one thing I always like about action movies are the one-liners that come out of it or the snappy dialogue, you know. And this one's was okay, so.
Yeah.
It's no Commando, but
No.
it's better than some I've seen.
Yeah.
I think Dennis Rodman uses Arnold Schwarzenegger's when he's stashing the baby in the Coliseum underneath like a little brick wall. He says, "I'll be back,"
Yeah.
and he says it just like Arnold too.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah.
Pretty funny.
An homage.
Going back to the product placement, I think it was in the carnival fight. He like jumps up on a counter, Van Damme does, and I think at one point he slips on a can of Coca-Cola, but he slips and then goes into a flying kick and totally aces
Oh
the
my
guy in the
God.
face. And I thought that was a really cool one.
That was cool.
hilarious.
But also I did like notice like here's a can of Coke.
Yeah. Yeah, doesn't it like fly at the screen or something like that?
I think so.
Maybe I'm thinking of the explosion when they all... Because you can see they changed to like another different explosion where it's like 20 cans of Coke. It's not even that many. They just come like flying out at the end.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That's too funny.
But yeah, it must have been sponsored by Coca-Cola or
Oh,
something.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it had to have been a lot of product placement for Coca-Cola.
Yeah. But, jeez.
We also got another Van Damme training montage. He's like lifting himself on the doorway. The only other Van Damme I've seen is Bloodsport, and I think he does a lot of training montages in that one too.
Mhm.
Have you seen Bloodsport?
Mm-hmm.
Do you guys like Bloodsport?
Mm-hmm.
It's good. It's fine. It's fine.
I liked it a lot.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
had a really fun time with it.
That's one of the first Van Damme movies I saw. And I'm
Same.
like, oh, this guy's cool.
I didn't start watching Van Damme movies until like 5 years ago or so.
Yep.
I'm a late bloomer to the Van Damme,
No, me too, actually.
but
Maybe it takes a while to get there, you know?
I'm glad though, because I've dug a lot. There's been a few. There was one called like Nowhere to Run that I didn't care for. It's like he's like a convict and he's like hanging out with one of the I think Rosanna Arquette. She's like a widow. It just, I don't know, didn't do much for me. But all the other ones I've seen, I think are pretty badass movies. The Quest was also another one, but overall, he's fun.
Yeah, it's fun to see somebody using their feet. you know,
Yeah, exactly.
doing the splits, like,
Yeah.
and, you know, shooting and throwing bombs and stuff.
Yeah, I concur.
Did you guys like the that one assassin that had the suitcase gun? He didn't even have to like.
Yeah.
Oh, I was gonna bring that up. Yeah, like he's carrying the suitcase. I'm like, what? It's a fucking gun! Oh my God! Yeah,
Yeah.
They have.
I'd never seen that before.
They have that one in Once Upon a Time in Mexico. The
Oh, they do?
mariachi. They
Oh,
have
nice.
machine gun
That's cool.
cases like
Oh,
that.
yeah.
That is
I
very
love that
kind of
one.
Robert Rodriguez-y. Yeah,
Super.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I liked that. I think that leads into, because I'm pretty sure that guy that had the suitcase, he gets kicked through some doors, and then randomly there's just another guy in a chair, and that's when that's like the Asian guy, and he's got the knife for feet. But I like that one. You know, he's spinning and kicking and you know,
Yeah.
rolling, and yeah. That there were some ridiculous like hits in that fight where someone would get punched and then like slide back 30 feet on the ground.
Yeah.
I was like, oh gosh, so over the top.
Usually I'm used to like the shoe with the knife coming out, like
Right.
in maybe
Yeah.
a James Bond.
Yes, but no, not this time.
He's just holding it.
Yes,
His
Kicks the
toes.
shoe off.
He's going back to his primal instincts.
Yeah,
God, that's
guess
so
so.
funny.
that was great. Stuff like that in this movie is what made me think like, it's not such a bad movie, you know.
Yeah, it does its job, you know. It's I think this movie kind of knows what it is for the most part.
Yeah, it seems self-aware a couple times.
For the most part, like I think it's kind of it knows that it needs to just entertain, and I think it does its job pretty well.
Yeah,
I was pretty entertained.
You know, hence like the non-stop, for the most part, nature of it.
Yeah,
I just think the slow part for me would probably be the training and stuff like that. But even though it is still cool to see, it's a break. Maybe it needed to breathe, you know, all the action and explosions and stuff. The budget might have been running out for explosions. Also at the end too, I think like when he was meeting his wife and stuff like that, if I remember right, I kind of was thinking like, all right, let's move this along, you know. I already knew she's fine, like he knows she's fine, but
he started like screaming at her, "Where's my baby?"
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, he was gonna kill that nurse.
Yeah,
kill that poor woman.
Yeah, he's gonna kill that poor woman.
She's like, she helped me. She helped. That was cool, you know, girl power. They took out the other guy.
Yeah,
that was cool.
It's pretty ruthless of Mickey Rourke. You know, he's like, kill the two women.
Yeah,
and he was about to take his son as his own, he said.
Right. Yeah, 'cause we didn't talk about that. His son dies in the botched assassination, and his lover or wife, I don't know who she was exactly.
Why was his son there? Why would he have brought his son into when he knows he's gonna get attacked? It seemed like, you know.
I don't know. Maybe he didn't know. I don't know.
Maybe.
Yeah,
but it was just weird because like the kid comes out from underneath the lady's skirt.
Right.
Like
well, yeah, that was interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like, what is he doing here? Like,
yeah.
You know.
Yeah. I mean, in a way, it kind of does make sense. They're at the carnival or whatever. That is a place for children, but at the same time, you do bring up, I guess, a point. It's like, this might not be the best place.
I think it just goes to how confusing it was, though, you know? Or maybe I just didn't get it, but it felt poorly explained. Like, actually pretty often in the movie. I was kind of like, I'm lost.
Yeah.
But
I can relate.
Then they bring me back with, you know, gosh, I keep thinking of the parachute outfit that is a basketball. And, like, it doesn't even show them land. Like, it just cuts to them being landed and walking out. And like, you know, why'd you do that? Blah, blah, blah.
And he's never even tested it before, he said.
Yeah.
Hilarious.
Why would I need to test it? I invented it.
Yeah.
He's an inventor.
Yeah. In his spare time, Dennis Rodman invents things.
Yeah. Just all the basketball references, they felt forced, you know, for sure. But if you got Dennis Rodman, why not?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
You got to take advantage of that.
They do that in Space Jam. They do it in, you know, Space Jam 2 with LeBron. Yeah.
What'd you guys think about the music in this movie? It felt very, like, 2000s era for me.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of like a little bit of the Matrix in there, maybe.
A little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it felt really of its time.
Yeah.
I mean, it wasn't bad or anything, you know.
Even the end credits, the song sounded like it had Rodman on there.
I
think it does. Yeah. Yes, I think it does.
Like one nasty woman.
Yeah.
Because I think that's what Dennis Rodman was trying to do was, you know, expand his brand and get into show business. And
Will Smith thing.
Yeah, kind of, yeah.
Yeah, he was a Renaissance man, if you will, I guess, or tried to be.
Yeah, we were talking about it. He was on The Celebrity Apprentice with Donald Trump like 10 years later after this movie. So maybe he was still kind of trying to, you know, make his way into, well, I don't know, Renaissance man, like you said, man of many talents.
Yeah.
I mean, hey, he's a professional basketball player. He's won like 4 NBA finals, and he's got a major motion picture where he's like, you know, second or third build probably.
Yeah. Yeah, so, he's on top of the world.
Yeah, you know, he did it really, if you think about it.
Yeah.
I mean, here we are, what is it, 1997, so 15 years later? No, 25 years later, what am I saying? We're still watching it and talking about it. So.
Yeah, but no, I mean, Dennis Rodman's in the Hall of Fame. I mean, he's one of the greatest NBA players, at least in my eyes.
Yeah, he's kick-ass, and he's so unique.
Yeah,
Stands out.
You know, I mean, I think whenever anybody thinks of him, you think of his hair. I read that he got inspired to start bleaching his hair from Wesley Snipes in Demolition Man.
Oh.
I don't know if that's true or not.
That's interesting.
But that's what I've read. Yeah,
I can see that.
That's fucking interesting, man.
Yeah, definitely. You know, bring that stuff into the court. And all that stuff.
Yeah.
He's big for the NBA too, because like then Allen Iverson comes in a couple years later and he has like tattoos and wears baggy clothes and stuff. So it's kind of like it's sort of like the start of more self-expression in the sport, you know. Which is cool.
Yeah.
Because like
definitely.
in football, you can't really do that because you got helmets on, and
Right.
there's 26 guys or whatever on a field at once. But
Yeah.
basketball is a lot easier to make like star power.
Yeah, and then Iverson had, what was it, cornrows or whatever?
Yeah, he did.
Do you remember Brian Grant?
No, actually, doesn't sound familiar.
I remember as a little kid always thinking he had cool hair. Like I don't know if they were like dreads or what, or just like, I don't know how you would describe it, but yeah, I remember like that would stand out to me, like as a little kid watching people like, oh, that guy, just the looks, like that guy looks interesting. That guy looks interesting.
Look at that hair.
Yeah.
That's definitely what people were saying when they saw Rodman.
Oh,
Like,
of course, yeah.
a bunch of like stuck up two people like in the 90s.
Yeah.
They're like, look at him.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think
Dennis the Menace.
Wasn't he like famously bisexual as well?
Yeah.
Mix him up with somebody else, or maybe he's
No,
just
I think he probably is. I think I've heard that too.
yeah. So I mean,
Sounds familiar.
good for him being a trailblazer in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
But yeah, here he is in this movie.
Yeah.
I liked his character, sort of. Like the way he. Jean-Claude Van Damme's like, they took my son, and he's like, all right, drop everything. Like,
Yeah.
I'm helping you now.
Yep. Yeah.
Good for Rodman.
Exactly. Yeah. Gotta help his buddy Van Damme. What's Van Damme's? Jack Quinn.
Oh yeah,
forgot
they
his
call him like
character name.
Quinn.
Yeah.
Sometimes I swear they're calling him like Jock or Jacques or something, but maybe that's just his British, the Goldsmith guy.
Maybe. Which we didn't bring up. That's Paul Freeman, Belloc from Raiders of the Lost Ark. This is like the only other movie I've ever seen him in.
Yeah, he's pretty memorable in it too. He's like one of the 4 or 5 characters I'll probably remember from the movie.
Yeah,
Yeah.
same.
I liked him.
Same, yeah.
Yeah, but no, I had fun with this one. I did enjoy it, kind of just as much as I thought I would. It didn't like blow me out of the water or anything, but it wasn't awful.
No.
I can say that.
No, I think I leave this movie feeling the same way. I got kind of what I was expecting, and that's fine.
Mm-hmm.
It was fun. It was fun. It doesn't overstay its welcome. It's what, like an hour and a half?
Yeah, that's another thing.
Yeah.
Sometimes though it did feel a little long to me, like I said, but
I thought,
if it was 2 hours or something, then
yeah, not to the point for me where it's like, oh God, come on, this is too much.
Yeah.
Like I think it kind of straddled that line pretty well.
This might be a good one to just turn on at a party as well.
Yeah, oh, definitely.
Have it on in the background.
Definitely.
yeah, because then you can look over at the TV and see Dennis Rodman wearing like Matrix sunglasses. And,
Yeah.
I mean, it's not Matrix sunglasses because this is before Matrix. So.
When Jean-Claude Van Damme is in his disguise, it almost looks like he's wearing Will Smith Wild Wild West sunglasses, almost, from what I remember.
I love those shades.
Yeah.
The specs.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he had his hair all like curly and all that stuff.
Yeah.
No, it was great.
That's so
He looked
funny.
like Sideshow Bob a little
A little bit, yeah,
Yeah.
that too. Yeah.
Yeah, no, beatnik Jack Quinn. Yeah.
It's hilarious.
Do you, Carlos, you have anything to say about it, you think, before we rate it?
Oh man, no, I think it's just totally bananas.
Yeah.
A lot of baby stuff.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
noticed
A
too.
lot of baby stuff.
Fighting
yeah.
in the ward, and then
Yeah.
later on there's the bomb in the carriage, and then
Mhm.
we of course have to try to get the baby back from the bad guy, Mickey Rourke.
Mm-hmm. Baby back, baby back. Yeah, that definitely is the main vehicle for the conflict is the kid. Anything to do with kids.
Yeah,
You know?
I guess it is dangerous. You don't want like bombs in the
No
ward.
bombs in the baby carriages.
Yeah,
Yeah, true. It's high stakes. I know, because when they're fighting, like, they go past a bunch of babies at multiple times. Like, one of them's in one of those, like, incubators and everything, too. Like,
Oh, Jesus
aren't
Christ.
they even fighting with like one at one point? Mickey Rourke's
Yeah,
like
I
rolling
think
it
so.
around.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's crazy.
So
That's
many
too
babies.
It's funny because, now I'm a new dad, so I, like, recognize certain things different. And when the baby is born, like, when they rescue the baby at the end, Dennis Rodman and them, like, the baby's supposed to be brand new, newborn, but it looks like a 2 or 3 month old
Yeah,
baby.
yeah.
It's all smiling at him.
Yeah.
And I'm like, nah,
Yeah.
that baby would look creepy as hell.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's big head and all that
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah,
Did you watch this with your daughter?
no, I didn't really.
Oh,
I
I
waited
thought-
until she was asleep. Probably would have scared her because like there's so
Yeah,
many explosions
yeah,
that are so much
yeah.
louder than the dialogue.
Right.
It's kind of like one of those sound mixing things.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I didn't. I've had her present for like a couple movies, but I save it for the good ones. We watched Big Lebowski together. Actually.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, but I can't expose her to Double Team just yet.
Just helping your lady friend conceive, man.
Yeah,
Hey, well, I don't even know about that.
yeah, they do that joke here with what was it? He said the last guy that challenged me like got his head stuck up his ass. I
Yeah,
think Dennis
I
Rodman
don't
says
want
that.
to hear about your sexual life. Or
Yeah.
what he says, yeah.
They stole that line for Big Lebowski a few years later. Hey man, whoa.
The Coen brothers were big Double Team fans.
I didn't even think about it, but Double Team is also like a sexual entendre, you know? I
Oh my
wonder-
god, I didn't think about that either. There was a Disney Channel movie way back in the day called Double Team. It's about these girl basketball players.
Oh.
You guys remember that?
No.
I
It was
think
when
I've heard of it.
It came out when we were little kids. It's like a Disney Channel
I think it's
original
on Disney
movie.
Plus or something,
I'm
isn't
sure
it?
it's probably on Disney Plus.
One
Yeah,
of those originals.
yeah.
Yeah, it's like Double Trouble or something, or it is Double Team. That's
I remember it being Double Team.
man, these guys should sue him.
I know.
Sweetheart
Yeah.
and Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Yeah, get more money.
Yeah. All right, so I say we put a rating on this bad boy. I can go first. I kind of had the rating in mind when I was watching it, and I'm thinking, it's a 2, maybe it's a 2.5. You know, like I was saying, I was going back and forth. After a couple days, though, and after talking about it, I almost want to give it a 3. I think I'm going to give it a 3, because it is so fun and ridiculous. And it's like you said, Ian, sometimes I think it knows it's being ridiculous. And to me, that's better than, you know, accidentally stumbling into it, which it probably also does, though, in this movie sometimes. So, but no, it was cool to see Dennis Rodman in a movie. He can't act, really, at least not with his lines. I mean, you know, physically he was fine. He's ducking and dodging behind things.
True.
Van Damme is a good time to watch. He's okay in this movie, I thought, you know. He definitely falls in the background in the second half because of Dennis Rodman just being so ridiculous. But yeah, Mickey Rourke was good to see. The story was so-so, but whatever. It's a kind of bubblegum action movie, you know, one of those. But, you know, I was saying, like, it's pretty rewatchable. I think I would rewatch it and have a good time with it and, you know, probably still feel lost at times, but then I'd see an explosion and forget about all of it. So, yeah, anytime you got a hand grenade and like a baby carriage that gets wheeled out, something so ridiculous like that, I got to give you points for that. And then just the fact that I was entertained, had a good time, I'll go with a 3 out of 5 for me. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, Carlos, what'd you think?
You know what? This one was like hot and cold. At certain points, it was really bad, and then it just heats right back up, and it's really fun. Van Damme did his Van Damme thing that he does. You know, we got all of his action scenes. They were actually pretty impressive action scenes, like that Coke one when he does a flip.
Mm-hmm.
Dennis Rodman, like Roman's saying, not the best actor, but yeah, he is very physical, and just his imposingness of his height and everything, all his basketball references. I actually think I did like his character too. He had like that futuristic Matrix vibe to him with the metal shirts and all kinds of crazy shit. He's an arms dealer.
Yeah, like he should be in the background in the club at Blade.
He should be. Oh, man. That'd be perfect.
I liked Mickey Rourke too.
Dennis Rodman should have been Blade.
Ooh.
Come on.
That would be
Anyway.
cool. Yeah, it was cheesy with lasers in the ocean. It was action-packed with plenty of explosions. Yeah, I think I gotta give this one... I think I really like this one. So I don't want to give it a low score. That's the problem. We were trying to watch a bad movie, bro. What happened?
It seemed like a bad movie. I like what you said at first, you know, or like hot and cold.
Yeah.
For the first like 20 minutes, I was like, oh, this is really bad. And then it got much better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And having a basketball parachute? What are you talking about right now?
It's like, it's not even a parachute. It's like one of those big hamster balls you roll in or whatever, you know? How is that supposed to protect you? You know, hey, whatever.
There's
I
no
won't
way.
question Dennis Rodman's knowledge of
Dennis
physics.
Rodman invented it. Come on.
Yeah.
It's got to work. He's a genius inventor.
I think, guys, this one might be like a 3.5 for me out of 5. It's a good movie, and I'm going to put it on the background. I'm going to make people watch this one.
Yeah.
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 It reminds me of how I felt when we watched Last Boy Scout, you know? It's kind of like, oh, this is a little hidden gem. You know?
Yeah.
So.
It did feel a lot like Last Boy Scout, but I think, did I already bring it up that Last Boy Scout, I like the relationship in that one a little bit better between the buddy cop.
For sure.
I agree. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, good movie. Good pick, Roman.
Yeah.
Thanks. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a last minute buzzer beater.
Yeah.
type
Oh,
shot,
there we go.
Yeah.
More basketball references.
Ian, what do you give it?
It's a 3 out of 5. It's
Yeah.
fun. It's fucking fun. Not it's not a standout Van Damme movie for me. It's not even a standout 90s action movie for me, but at the same time, it's still really fun. It's better than other, at the same time, it's better than other 90s action movies, that's for sure. Yeah, man, it serves its purpose. It's just really a good time. Like, I can't really say anything else because you guys kind of already said everything I can say. Yeah, it was just really, it was fun. Just wacky and zany and just good old action. And I at the same time, I am very nostalgic. I think we've been talking about this, nostalgic for this time as well, the late 90s.
Definitely.
So, that kind of helps. But even taking that aspect out of it, like, it was still just a fun time. And it was fun to see another Van Damme movie, even though, like, I would choose probably Bloodsport over this. Movies like Hard Target. My favorite of his is Death Warrant. But, yeah, it was just, yeah. And I think, also, I told you, Roman, like, some dudes I watched on YouTube, they were doing a live stream, and they started talking about Van Damme movies. I'm like, man, I want to watch a Van Damme movie. And then the next day, we're asking you, like, what should we watch? And you go, there's this movie called Double Team. I'm like, that's perfect. I've been wanting to watch a Van Damme movie. And it's one I haven't seen.
Yeah.
And it was fun. And it was, a good time. So, yeah, thank you very much. Yeah, 3 out of 5 for me.
Nice. So 3, and 3.5. Pretty good.
Yeah.
Better than what I expected, honestly, in those first 15 minutes. No, it was fun. It's the first time watch for all of us. So that's nice to have and just like experience something different. Bloodsport was a better Van Damme movie for sure, but this one made me laugh more.
Yeah.
Again, sometimes I don't know if it was intentional, but hey,
Right.
a laugh's a laugh. You got
Exactly.
a reaction out of me.
Yeah, it entertained.
Yeah, and I was excited to talk about it and everything. So
Same.
Yeah. No, good stuff to everybody that worked on this movie.
I agree.
Shouts out. We're still watching it 25 years later.
Exactly.
And we're gonna be showing it to people for sure.
Why didn't they do a 25th anniversary re-release for this?
Where's the Blu-ray?
We should have gone and seen this in the theater.
Oh, that is one random thing. It was widescreen, right? Like,
yeah, it's 235-1.
Yeah, but sometimes I felt like they weren't utilizing it at all.
Yeah.
Like they just have it for. But then other times, hey, you got to get more of that CGI explosion. Then
right.
It's 97. It's all new. You're like,
exactly.
This is before or after Jurassic Park, right? And then, but still before Matrix.
Yeah.
Matrix changed everything. So.
Right. Yeah. I'll never look at trench coats the same way again.
99 was a crazy year for trench coats.
That was the year for trench coats.
Yeah. The rise and fall.
Yeah. Yep.
All right. Well, I guess that about wraps up Double Team. That's the end of the game. I want to do like the Warriors, like that's the end of the game. You made an error.
Drop the ball. Made an error.
Yeah. See, the baseball furies, that was an easy thing.
Yeah.
Dennis Rodman in this movie, he took all the basketball references. I can't make it.
Yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, no, good time and adventure. So thanks everybody for listening. Thank you guys for watching this with me and talking about it.
Again, thank you for choosing it.
Yeah. And we'll see you next time.
Yep. See you later.
Later. Bye. I was hella thinking I got to make a basketball pun. I couldn't think of anything. That's why I was like,
let's slam into this. I don't know.